Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it away to start us off. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. Offense set on first down. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's Ewers. He's got the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Texas, 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play-action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. This is a designed run. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. He wants to pass it on second down. Unloads it downfield. And he intercepts it. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
To throw, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes. Not
throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On the ground, it's Blue. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Tried to play it conservatively there, just get something moving forward. Instead, they got knocked in reverse.
And now you're in danger because you're only on your 1-yard line. You may have to throw the football, but you better have a clock going off. This defense, they're going to be coming like they did on that last play.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And the ball is intercepted.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Bernard. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback adapting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Now on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Still on his feet. They're working that left side. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On fourth down, looking for the completion. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Just 9 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if they try to get another one. He wants to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Looking deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Open space at the 25. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Blue. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Back to throw. It's Ewers. Scrambling away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Longhorns are on the move. Barges ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 7 with the catch in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Running to the left. Runs through a tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Offense gets set for second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let it go. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Ewers. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. Smashes ahead. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to the air one more time. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Firing to the right, complete. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Blue. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
And take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances.
He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take another shot here. Got his man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man all by himself. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session. because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice.
As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kick it off to get us underway.
Texas.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Calls his own number. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
4th down, no problem. Call your own number. He does a great job sticking the ball in the belly of the running back, pulling that thing out, taking off and running, and knowing he had the first down. Nice job by this offense to get a fresh set of downs.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got a man. It's Williams. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Pocket starts to collapse. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Corner's going to give them room. The back goes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's held. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
Motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. He makes a grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Try to barge their way in. Knocked off his feet. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Quarterback will audible. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. play action. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns! PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Trying play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got him, and nobody's close. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Feeling some heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Haynes. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Here comes the hurry up. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense in hurry up mode. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Milroe. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for the big play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but
touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the 17, it's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process. A 3rd and long coming up here.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Dances away to buy time. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Lost, the defense is wide open. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
He'll toss it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Barrels ahead. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Alabama pushing the tempo. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bolden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Texas offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at...
He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Defense not showing press coverage. Using his feet. The ball pops out. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. On 1st down from their own 22. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one, knocking it away.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Milroe. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. They'll try the run. Across the 25, he is smashing people. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To kick this one away. Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10.
A 1st down for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a catch and run for 6.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking to go up top on first down. Steps away. He'll let it go down the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another